Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Me Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, we are going to talk about the 5 key factors that contribute to job satisfaction in nursing. Now, as I grow older, this is what I've learned from my profession, which is nursing. As people grow older, their needs also changes. What I'm talking about is when I was younger, my body seemed to be flexible with the stress, with the night shifts and less sleep and more working hours because my goal before is to save money, is to earn more by means of working. I trade much of my time for money when I was younger. And as I grow older, that you know that my priorities actually changes. So money is no longer that important to me anymore. I value other aspects in life and especially in work. Now, people are different. They stick around to a certain hospital institution for their very own reasons. It could be almost the same but different priorities. But otherwise, the 5 key factors that I'm going to give you today is, these are just the basic important factors why nurses stick around for the longest time in the same hospital institution. So, number one is that, the reason why nurses has have decided to stay working on the same hospital for a long, long time, even up to retirement period, is it's because of its positive work environment. To the point that they even became managers in that department, supervisors. They are already at the point of sharing their knowledge, sharing what they've learned from their entire career. So, positive work environment means the managers, supervisors provide guidance, encouragement, and recognition to your efforts. Everybody deserves to be treated equal. And there are some people who excel, or, of course, they're intentional enough to really excel in that career. But, as to my workplace this time, we're not that competitive. We are collaborative. We have collaborative team dynamics. In other words, my colleagues are cooperative. Although not to the point that we are perfect hard workers, but there are some misunderstandings and some kind of issues that we have to solve. But otherwise, overall, we do understand each other in our area. And of course, it's a safe workplace, physically and emotionally. And the way we as staff nurses in my department, we can actually buy time to talk to our boss regarding our personal problems, anything that bothers us, and it affects our performance at work. So we're actually free to share it if it lightens the burden that we feel in our heart. So we are all, so far my colleagues are quite supportive. So that's, to me, that's the number one why I stay working in an institution, because I feel safe. I am happy because think about it. If your boss is a stressor, if if you don't feel safe working in there, if you feel stressed every day, imagine, would you be happy to stick around? So that, positive work environment is an important factor for job satisfaction. Another thing is work-life balancing, or let's just say work-life balance. So this is actually work-life balancing in a way that, I'm going to give my current workplace as an example. We do have flexible scheduling. Some of my colleagues, they work part-time, some of them they work full-time, some of them they work shorter shifts, and we can able to uh, do self scheduling, and most of our requests are granted at the best of the ability of my manager. She's doing her best. She's actually fantastic. And we actually also have this enough time off in terms of annual leave as well as sick leave policies. And in terms of childcare, yeah, not only in our hospital institution, but to the entire Ireland as well. So parents are entitled for parental leave. That's for childcare. But parental leave, but no pay, but they can able to do avail for parental leave. Number three, another factor which can contribute to the job satisfaction of nurses is a meaningful patient connections. The way, even if we don't feel good, we're not 100%, but our job is actually to help patients recover and provide comfort in at tough times to them. So no matter how we feel, we are there. It's our job to give that to them at the best of our ability. And whenever we see our patients, successfully recovered from whatever they've gone through, maybe they're sick, they're really sick, or they have to solve a certain health issue. Whenever we see the progress that they're getting better, that they are, they're about to reach the point that they are back on the track again, that already gives us happiness. And we have the opportunity to connect with different people because it's our job in the first place. And since we have that opportunity, having the feeling of being appreciated is a big deal, a great deal for us to really work harder and extend our heart, helping heart more and more each day. So that's what it is about, a meaningful nurse-patient relationship. Number 4 is, another thing that makes the nurses to stick around in the workforce, in the workplace for the longest time is opportunities for professional growth. So I'm talking about career advancement, promotions, and leadership roles. When nurses have opportunities to climb to the corporate world, to be a leader, to share everything that they've learned from their career. So that's also one key factor why they want to excel, they want to be great in what they do. And other than that, I actually got this from Saudi. I used to work in Saudi Arabia before. And, what I love about that institution is that we have opportunities for continuing educations. We have trainings available for us for free. And it's not only just a simple training, it's valuable lessons from doctors and even, those nurses who specialize in that area, like diabetes, wound care, blood transfusion, and it's all free. Other than free, the hospital in Saudi Arabia that was before, I don't know what it is right now. They actually gave us time to be in that seminar as part of our work. We don't owe the hospital for anything. That's already minus to our working time. So we must join the seminar, the continuing education, so that it'll be easier for us to renew our license. And the same as here in Ireland, we have a website, for our updates in our profession. And there are also some symposiums held by doctors for updates in our area, like in endoscopy. We're handling endoscopy patients, so doctors they actually hold a seminar for everybody, for updates, not only for doctors but also for the nurses. And other than that, mentorship program also, you know, another opportunity for professional growth. So for senior nurses who've been working in the same area for the longest time, they'll be happy enough to be mentors, to support the learning from for the newbies, for the newly hired staff. So they become mentors, and they would love it. They would love it. Some of them love it, although some of them don't. Not all of them. But overall, having the opportunity to share what you've learned is also happiness. It's a fulfillment. And lastly, I actually put this in the last but not the least, the fair compensation and benefits. This is the financial matter. Money matters. Salary. So, well, this is what I've learned. In the Philippines, we have all the opportunities to learn, to get better in our job. But we've not enough compensation. We've not enough opportunities for professional growth, even continuing education. But we have the opportunities, all opportunities to get better in our job. And we're doing it. We're getting better, whether we like it or not. But some of my colleagues are still in Saudi Arabia right now because of the competitive salary as well as comprehensive benefits. In terms of comprehensive benefits, though, those people, my friends in Saudi Arabia, they have to personally avail that privately, those benefits like health insurance, retirement plans, as well as, retirement plans and other plans that they can get in the near future if everything mess up. And bonuses, yes, in Saudi they have. Yeah, we don't have bonus. We have fixed term contract. In Ireland, we have, for single people, they have less bonus because of the tax. So if you are married with 5 kids, most probably you'll be getting your bonus 100% because you got 5 kids and you're married, and that's your tax benefits. But, in terms of comprehensive benefits to, as to where I work right now, yes, we have options to avail for private retirement other than this state pension when we reach a certain age, elderly age, which should be 66, 67, or maybe 70 in the near future when I get older, when I get old. So we'll never know. And yes, indeed, we have options to avail retirement plans. And health insurance, yes, we have discounts for that. And yes, indeed, it's a competitive salary in the institution where I work. So, before I forget, the overtime pay. So, in our institution, it's double pay for weekends. If that's overtime. But, another thing, that I've learned, that I happen to know that, in most cases, my friends, I have loads of friends here, Filipino community, they don't really look up to those leadership roles, becoming a boss because of the responsibilities. But, when you have loads of responsibilities, you also be getting a good compensation for that. But to some of my friends, that don't really matter. I mean, if you only want money, you can work extra time on weekends or nights. Then you'll be getting what you want and what you need. So if you're only after the money, not the responsibility, so you can take advantage of the overtime pay. So yes, indeed, overall, these are the 5 key factors which contribute to nursing job satisfaction. So with all these 5 factors, this will help lessen the turnover of the nursing staff, which means that there'll be lesser people who's going to leave the hospital or another opportunities towards the competition to other hospitals. So they'll be getting the best staff because they have better benefits, they have better salary. So even though if the hospital institution itself is doing their best to keep their staff, then the staff will definitely stay, and there'll be less turnover. And if there's less turnover, nurses, especially the best ones, they can retain it for the longest time, even up to retirement. So I hope I've shared a valuable insights today. If you ever love this episode, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even on Amazon Music. Reinforce Me Club. By the way, this is Anne, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thanks very much.